Hey there campers, I'm Hayley Wickenheiser, your head counselor for Jumpstart Summer Camp this week. And this week, we are going to be doing my favorite sport and Canada's favorite sport, hockey. Now, I got to show you guys something. This is pretty cool. This is my first hockey net from when I was a kid. It was welded together with old metal, and through the years, I still use it, even to this day. So you can always practice at any time. A few things about me. I competed in 5 Winter Olympics. I won 4 Olympic gold medals, 1 silver medal. I played a Summer Olympics in softball. Now I'm studying to become a doctor, and I work for the Leafs as the Assistant Director of Player Development. So let's get ready to have some fun. I'm going to introduce you now to your counselors for the warm-up, the activity, and the cool-down.
Hey Jumpstart campers, I'm Dominic Coslino, and I'm a forward on Team Canada's para ice hockey team. I'm super excited that the theme this week at camp is hockey, my favorite sport. The first exercise of our workout is going to be called twists. To do this exercise, you want to grab something around your house like a ball or a water bottle, something that's not too heavy that you could touch to the floor. We're going to do 20 reps and 3 sets. So that's 20 touches to the floor 3 times. Okay, here's what it looks like. So we want to get in our nice comfy spot. Sit with our legs out in front of us like this. I like to cross my legs. Sit up nice and tall and lean back a little bit. Grab your ball or your water bottle or whatever it is. And we go touch to the floor every side, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's what 1 set would look like. Let's see you guys try. Maybe you can do even better than me. Great job with the twist, everybody. That was really good. For our next exercise, we're going to do something called bear dogs. We're going to be on our hands and knees again, so you'll need that nice little space that you've been using for the rest of the exercises. Bear dogs are a really fun exercise, and they're also very challenging. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on our hands and knees. We're going to push our knees off the ground, and using just one hand and our toes to balance us on the ground, we're going to take our opposite hand and touch our opposite leg. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. So we're going to get on all 4s like this, and when you start to go, you lift off with your knees. You take your opposite hand and you lean back and touch your opposite foot. Opposite hand, opposite foot. You want to make sure that everything in your core here and all the muscles using to keep you up are nice and strong. You don't want anyone to come push you over. So opposite hand, opposite leg. And when you come up, you want to make sure that you're not bending too much in your legs and you're using most of your core and your hips to get down to your toes. So it looks like this. Okay. We're going to do 5 touches on each side with 3 sets. So in total, that's 10 touches, 3 times. Let's see it. Awesome job on that last exercise, everyone. I can see you looking stronger already. For this next one, we're going to do something called dead bugs. This is something that I do almost every day, and especially before hockey, to make sure that I'm ready to get on the ice. For this one, we're going to be on our back with our knees up in the air. We want to take our opposite arm and push into our opposite leg. Our other arm and our other leg are going to be coming up and down at the same time while we're pushing into our leg. I'll show you what it looks like. So we want to get on our back, our knees up in the air like this. Take our right arm and push into our left leg. Just very lightly, just a little bit of pressure. While we're doing that, we're going to take our other leg and our other arm and bring them up at the same time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we do the same thing on the other side. So left arm, push into right leg, and then left leg and right arm come up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do 5 on each side for 3 sets. And this one should be pretty challenging. You guys should be tired after this. Let's see it. Can't wait to see how you guys do. Okay, campers, for this next warm-up exercise, we're gonna do something called skip kicks, or we could do seated toe touches. Doesn't matter, they both accomplish the same thing. For skip kicks, what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch our opposite leg to our opposite arm. So what it looks like is this. We go kick, 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 and we can go at our own pace here. It doesn't have to be fast. Just make sure that you're really doing it right and getting the full range of motion out of your arm and your leg. So again, it's right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm, like that, okay? So do 10 of those. And then for the seated toe touches, if you'd rather do that, like I said before, you just get yourself something comfortable you can sit on. Sit with your legs straight out in front of you, arms straight out in front of you, and you just tap opposite arm to opposite leg. And same thing, 10 touches on each toe. This next warm-up exercise is one of my favorites. It's a great exercise to get your back and your hips nice and loose and ready to do a good workout. It's called the cat-cow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a nice comfortable spot to get on our hands and knees, and I'll show you the rest. So on our hands and knees like this, we want to tilt our pelvis and arch our back, like how a cow stands, and hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then switch the other way and arch your back the other way like a cat for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And you can add some animal noises in there to make it a little bit of fun. So, like a cow. 1, 2, 3. Cat. 1, 2, 3. Cow. 1, 2, 3. Cat. 1, 2, 3. And we want to do each of those 5 times. And that should get your back and your hips nice and warm and loose so that we're ready to do the next part of our workout. Awesome, great job again, everybody. Now that we all have these strong cores that we've built up over the past few exercises here, let's start getting into the more hockey specific stuff. So in hockey, you need to use a lot of your forearms and your wrists when you're shooting and your stick handling. So this exercise is something that will help with that quite a bit. So for this, we'll grab a hockey stick or a broomstick, any stick that is a little bit long. And what we're gonna do is grab one end of it. So for me, because I'm using a hockey stick, I'm grabbing the knob with the blade behind me on the ground. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this end of the stick and I'm gonna use my wrist to lift the blade off the ice. Or off the ground, sorry, in this case. If you're using a broom, you want to use the end with the bristles on the ground. So what we're going to do is 10 times for 2 sets. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to rotate so that the bottom is on the other side. So my blade will be facing the other direction. If you're using a broom or whatever other object, just flip it over to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so this exercise is really important that you do with both hands, because when you're playing a sport like para ice hockey, for me, I have to use both hands and be able to stick handle and shoot with both hands. Well, in stand-up hockey, it's the same thing. You need to be able to move the puck with your bottom hand as well as your top hand. So it's important that both arms are strong. So we're going to do the same thing with our left arm as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, you can do this standard or seating. And keep in mind that the shorter the stick is, the easier it will be. So if you're having a hard time getting it off the ground for 10 times, maybe grab a shorter stick, or even you can just move your hand closer to the middle of the stick. Try it out, everybody. Let's see how you do.
Hey campers, it's Dawson Mercer here from Bay Roberts, Newfoundland. I was a member of the 2020 World Junior Champions last year in Ostrava. For this virtual summer camp, we're going to be doing our workout session, and for us, we're going to start off with 5 jump squats. So, everyone, for us to get in our ready position, we're going to get down in a squat, and when I say go, we're going to explode up and try to go as high as we can. And when you land, you're going to land back in our ready position and wait for the next go. It's all going to be continuous 5 times. So, if everyone can get in the ready position, go, 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 go. Good. So, we got our 5 squat jumps done, and now we're going to move into our lunges. We're going to use our left leg first, and then we're going to use our right. So, one leg goes forward, our left, and our right knee is going to touch the ground, and that will be 1 lunge. We're going to do 5 on each leg. Make sure you keep your core tight so we can keep our balance and make sure that we're building strength in our legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we just did our 5 lunges on our left, and then we're going to switch over to our right. Same movement, right leg forward now, left knee touching the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we got our 5 squat jumps and our 5 lunges on each leg's done to build strength and power. Now we're going to work on the quickness side of it, and we're going to move into our sprints. So for our sprints, we're going to make sure that we have our technique down. When we're going to put, for me, I'm going to use my left foot forward. You guys can use right or left. My right hand will go down, and then my left arm up. So when I explode, I'm in my running motion. So we're just going to do our normal front-on sprint, if you can, if you have room right now to practice, and we can perform our workout. Get ready, go. So that would be 1 sprint, and we're going to do a total of 5. This time we're going to go from the side to work on different techniques and variation to make sure that we're unique to all different situations. So everyone get ready, go. Now we're going to go to the other side and work on it. Get ready, go. Now we got our 3 done. Now this time we're going to go from backwards and turn and run. We're going to do 1 going to the left and 1 to the right. There we go. Go. Now this time we're going to the opposite side that we didn't go. Go. So those will be our sprints. Now, we want to make sure that we're drinking water and you're, hydrated, and make sure that when you're doing your workout, your body is prepared and ready and eating the proper foods. So now that we got our sprints done, for our speed and quickness, and our squats and lunges done for our power and balance and explosiveness. We're going to move over and do a bit of skill time for the hockey sessions, where I think it's always good for a player that they like to stick handle and work on their shot. So for us, I think just having a little bit of time to stick handle and work on toe drag, where you use the top end of your stick, pull it back, and make that motion. You can do this on your forehand or on your backhand side, where you're just going to be working on all different types of stick handling. Also, you can do flick the puck back to your foot and kick it back up, forehand and backhand, and just working on your stick handling. I think that's all good tools that we can use in our workouts program, and I hope you guys learned a lot, and you can use this with your family, your friends, to make sure that you guys just are having fun and basically keep on working on your hockey progress. Thank you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed your day.
Hi, my name is Megan Mitchelson, 3-time Olympian with women's hockey. And today I'm going to show you guys something that I try to do with all of my workouts, which is cool down. One that I'll do quite frequently. It's called an active cool down, one that requires a little bit more movement. And what it does is it helps with recovery and muscle soreness. So I'm going to show you guys one that I do quite often and run you through that really quickly. So for this active cool down, there are 4 parts. The first part is 2 to 3 minutes of aerobic activity. You can walk, you can jog, bike, go on the elliptical, anything that's really aerobic and keeps your body moving. If I don't have access to any of that and I just have a little bit of space, I'll work through 3 different exercises. And that's just moving on the spot. So just kind of jumping around a little bit. So that's the first one. The second one, I'll go into butt kicks. So just nice and easy. And then jumping jacks. So I'll just alternate through those 3 exercises for 2 to 3 minutes. So the second part to this active cool down is some dynamic stretching. And what that is just stretching with a little bit of movement still. So I like to do about 3 exercises of dynamic stretches at the end of my workouts. And 3 of my kind of go-tos are, the first one is a quad stretch. So you're just gonna stand, stretch your quad, and then just do a little bit of like in-place movement in between. And you're just alternating sides. And the second one that I'll do, it's called a hamstring sweep. So you'll just reach down, go forward and back. Forward and back. Again, a little bit of jogging or movement in between and alternating sides. The third one that I like to do, it's a glute stretch to a lateral lunge. So you're just gonna stretch your glute and lunge. So you're getting that glute and then also your adductor as well on the other side. And I'll normally do 8 reps of each on each leg to kind of even things out. If you've done a little bit more upper body in your workout, then you can work in some dynamic upper body stretches as well. So the third part to the active cool down is some static stretching. So that's longer duration stretches, which is really important at the end of a workout. Again, you can pick 3 different stretches that you can do and work in there. 3 of my favorites and my go-tos. My first one is a pigeon. So you're just gonna have your front leg and you're gonna feel this stretch back into your glute, into your hip. You can kind of move around a little bit into the different areas that feel tight. And I'll normally do about 60 seconds on each side. So that's the first one. The second one that I'll do, it is a quad and a hip flexor stretch. So I'm gonna get into kind of a nice lunge like this, reach back, grab my foot so that I'm getting into this hip and my quad as well. Again, you can kind of move into it a little bit, move around. You can pull on your foot at the back there, just making sure that you're getting a really, really good stretch. Again, making sure that you're doing both sides. You want to make sure you do both sides evenly. My last kind of go-to, it's a hamstring stretch. So you're just going to be sitting with one foot bent, or one leg bent like this, the other leg straight, and then I'm just going to reach over the opposite side. You can tell my hamstrings are a little tight. And again, always making sure that you're doing both sides. And really important when you're doing those stretches too, is to make sure that you're breathing and just starting to calm your system down a little bit. So part 4 and the last part that I like to do in this active cool down is just some breath work. And what this does is at the end of your workout, it just calms your entire nervous system down and again helps with recovery. So you can either do this, you can do it seated, you can do it laying down, your feet up on a wall, really however you're comfortable. But all you're gonna do is you're gonna close your eyes and then you're gonna do 4-second count inhale. And then you're gonna hold at the top for 4 seconds. And then breathe out for 4 seconds. And then hold after your exhale for 4 seconds. And again, like I said, it just calms down your nervous system at the end of a workout, helps with recovery. And so I'll do that count, the 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. I will do that about 5 times.
That's all from us over here at Jumpstart Summer Camp. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. as well as all weekdays all summer long. See you soon.